It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. We got a beer from Stone Brewing Company in America, sent to us by the lovely Lister, who's from Yorkshire but moved to California in America. And this is a Jason Dunn Stone Brewing Company Pineapple Dunn Upside Down Wee Heavy Scotch Ale with pineapple at 9.5% ABV. It's a home brew club. So Stone Brewing Company did a competition for home brewers, and whoever won got to brew the beer with Stone. So I got the letter here. The winners were the mighty Inland Empire Brewers. I got a lovely letter here from Lister, and the wonderful Jason Dunn went and brewed this beer with Stone Brewing Company. I think all of this kind of happened before the whole situation of 2020 kind of kicked off, and they had to wait a while for this beer to come out, but it's here. It's finally here. I'm really excited to be given this opportunity to try such a really special beer for some really special people, and the fact that they want me to try it and review it makes it even more wonderful. It really does. To send it the other side of the world makes it really more wonderful and special for me to drink this beer today. So thank you, Lister. Without further ado, well done on the win. Let's get this beer out into a glass and see what we get. I imagine there are some terrific home brewers in the kind of California American region, or I should say California, San Diego, but I'm sure there's great home brewers all over America. That's what I really wanted to say. But whoa, look at this for a wee heavy. Look at the colour on that. That is a bronzy, deep red, nicely carbonated, 1 to 2 finger, slightly off-white head. That looks absolutely fantastic. It looks like a penny. It looks like a shiny new penny, doesn't it? But darker. Look as I roll the beer around the glass. You can see that carbonation chasing the head of the glass. Let's get the aroma. Oh, that is just dreamy. That is just dreamy. Wow. I love nothing more than big, chewy, biscuity, bready malts in my beer. Oh, and this is just chock full of it. I love hops. I really do love hops. Like most people, I love hops. But there's so many hoppy beers out there now that it's almost to the stage now where they're starting to trip over each other, and it's starting to become one big, like beer is just kind of big and hoppy and New England IPA over the last few years. So it's really nice. I don't think I've had a beer from Stone Brewing Company, certainly since I've been drinking Stone Brewing Company beer over the last 10 to 12 years. I don't think I've had a Stone Brewery beer as malty as this. It's almost like I want to get a knife and fork out the drawer, and this is a knife and fork job. You're going to be pulling this apart as if it was a big tough steak. Do you know what I'm trying to say here? It smells like toffee apple. That little kind of hammer toffee, where you've got a little hammer with a toffee and you break it up with a hammer. Toffee hammer. That kind of lovely toffee. Beautiful. Brown bread, nutty brown bread. Sweetness, hoppiness as well. Pineapple, touch of pineapple, but I'm really pleased it's just a touch of pineapple. I was a little bit concerned it was going to be a big adjuncty pineapple beer, but it's not. It seems like it's going to be a touch of pineapple. Anyway, let's dive in. This smells divine. world class. World class beer. Stone the Crows. Stone the Crows. What a beer. It's like glooping down my throat. It's like maybe pouring treacle into your mouth, and it's kind of like just sticking to the inside of the mouth, and it's making its way down into your throat and the pit of the stomach. I can feel the warming of the alcohol, that 9.5% ABV. I can feel it kind of warming my insides. Thankfully, it's a touch of pineapple. It's not kind of getting in the way of all of those wonderful complex malts. It's just a little kind of nice amount of pineapple to balance out all of that wonderful maltiness. Oh, it's fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. It's definitely a Scotch ale. Definitely one of those big kind of, you can almost hear the doors rattling in the wind and the shutters of a kind of Outer Hebrides Scottish house in a storm. You know, the windows are rattling, the doors shaking, the wind is howling. It's the middle of December, your fire's lit, and you just need one more thing just to round off your kind of moment in that wind, feeling safe in that storm. And that's a nice, strong, Scottish wee heavy. Well done to Stone Brewing Company. Well done to Jason Dunn for producing such a terrific beer. This is American brewers brewing a British style of beer at its finest. It's wonderful. It really is wonderful. I want to talk about the pineapple for a minute because it is prominent. It's a big prominent word on the top of the can. And you might be in your bottle shop now looking at this. You might be slightly put off by that kind of word pineapple because we are living in a world these days of adjunct filled beers. But don't let this word pineapple on the top of this can put you off. Don't think that it's going to be an overly prominent, overly done pineapple wee heavy. It's not. It's not. It really isn't. It's so subtle. It's so subtle, the pineapple. It just works perfectly. It really does. You get all of the wonderful biscuit bready malts from that wee heavy nuttiness, biscuitiness, a little bit of licorice, marmalade on rye, and then a touch of pineapple just to go, there's something a little bit different about this beer. But it's not like pineapple in your face, which I first feared. This is wonderful. This is wonderful, wonderful, wonderful beer. I'm going to rate it. I could read all of this out, but I've got to I can barely, pardon me, I can barely read that myself. I can't imagine you can read it even if you pause the video, I can't imagine you being able to read it. But I've been sent a lovely letter by Lister here who sent me the beer, and it's all to do with that kind of brew club. What do they call themselves again? A minibus set off first thing in the morning. They were called the Inland Empire Brewers. And they went to San Diego in the morning. Stone let them in at 7 o'clock in the morning. 7 o'clock in the morning at the brewery. They were given breakfast. They had a fantastic breakfast. I'm just kind of pulling pieces out of this letter. And then after the breakfast, they had a few beers and then they went brewing. Unbelievable. That just shows the spirit of even Stone Brewing Company, who've been around since the very early beginnings of the American craft beer scene. Stone Brewing Company were a part of that. And to think that they've still got that passion to, open their doors to a bunch of home brewers at 7 o'clock in the morning just shows you that they're still holding on to that passion. So well done, Stone Brewing Company. Well done, Jason Dunn, for brewing such a fantastic beer. And thank you very much to Lister for sending me the beer. It is just a one batch series, so hurry up if you're in America. Go and find it, go and buy it. It's well worth it. I imagine the beer will age really well as well. If you're in the sunny tropics of San Diego and you want to wait till winter, then you could probably buy a can of this now, stick it in the back of your cupboard and just let it age for 6 to 10 months, because it will be absolutely fine. It really will. Rating. That is absolutely fantastic. Look at the alcohol legs there. Look at the lacing on the glass. Look at the way the carbonation is chasing the beer up the glass there. It's a Stone the Crow's 9 out of 10. It's a 9 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom. Cheers.